What's going on, y'all? Your man Stephen Bartle coming to you. Bartle's breakdown. I know I haven't been doing this a lot, and been a little sporadic, but I'm in paradise. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and congratulate the Illini. That was a spectacular win on the road at Mackey Arena, something that me and my teammates never experienced. Um, it was funny because I'm down here in Mexico, and yesterday I'm at the beach with my buddies, and we just hanging out, chilling, doing what people do at the beach. And my phone starts going off, and my dad, my brother, a couple classmates, people are hitting me like, "Bro, the Illini are balling right now." And my brother was like, "Man, are you watching this? Your Illini are really playing well." And I said, "Craig, I'm at the beach." So they were tripping on me a little bit, but so I came back and I saw the replay of the game, and I was so impressed with the Illini in general, but in particular Keaton Wagler. That was in the modern era. That was the best performance of an Illinois player ever. I know Terrence Shannon had some monster games. He had a 40-point game, I believe, against Wisconsin in the Big Ten tournament. But on the road at the number 4 team in the country, and a place where I believe Brad was, I don't know that they had won over there since 2010, maybe. But I know, Purdue is just a tough place to win, regardless of if you're Michigan State, Illinois, Michigan, it doesn't matter. So for them to go in to Mackey Arena with Purdue coming off a loss, because you knew you were going to get a great performance from the Boilermakers at home, and for the Illini to have the poise that they did, because they got down 11 in the first half. Purdue made a run. Braden Smith hit a 3, and he hit a jumper to put Purdue up. I believe they were up 5 or 6 with inside 4 minutes left. And the poise for those guys to Jake Davis stepped up and hit a big 3. Ivasic, Tomislav hit a couple big 3s. I think Merkovich hit a 3 in that segment in the last 7 minutes of the second half. And of course, Keaton Wagler was phenomenal. I mean, when you hit 46 points and you took 17 shots, do you know how hard that is to do? 9 of 11 from 3, 13 of 17 from the field, and he missed 2 free throws, and he had 4 assists. I mean, I saw a post-game interview with Matt Painter, and Painter said that he mentioned Evan Turner had come into Mackey Arena and had an outstanding game, but he thought that was the best game of an opponent that he'd ever seen at Purdue. That's saying something, ladies and gentlemen. That's a freshman. That's babyface Finster. He's a babyface assassin. I thought he was outside of the lottery before this game, based on some of the mock drafts I've seen. I think he's in the lottery now. That performance and the way that he played, the poise that he played with, the patience that he got, because Illinois wants to get 2 to the basketball. Everybody knows that. They're trying to force 2 to the basketball and play 4 out of 3 outside of that. Well, they didn't really need 2 to the basketball. They just needed to get Keaton on a matchup that he preferred. And Oscar Clough, Trey Kaufman-Renn, they had nightmares last night, because when they switched off on Keaton, he worked him. He got to his spots. He got to his space. When they crowded him, he went past them, got to the rim. This was the point in the game when I knew Keaton, when I was watching the replay, when I knew that Keaton was going to have he was on one. I believe it was in the first half, and Keaton has Trey Kaufman-Renn on him. And TKR does a good job of closing out and denying the initial clean look. So Keaton puts the ball on the bucket, on the floor, and he he gets to the right elbow, and I mean, he hits TKR with his shoulder hard because TKR is a strong, strong player. You guys know this. He hits TKR with an off shoulder. Oh no, I know what it was. Okay, he's going to the key area. He's getting to the free throw line area. He hits TKR with his shoulder so hard that he knocks TKR back, and he spins into a fadeaway jumper a little about a foot or two past the elbow. That is a difficult shot. And I mean, after hitting, getting his defender off, spinning, and a little bit of a fade, but he got himself erect again because he was spinning, coming back into his jumper, and it just kind of softly hit the rim and rolled in. I was like, uh-oh. he was on one. That was the play that I knew Keaton was on one. So just a huge victory for Illinois. The best individual performance of an Illinois player in the modern day in modern day basketball for our program. Yes, I said our program because I've been associated with the University of Illinois program for 40 years. I've never seen a performance like that. Terrence Shannon, I mentioned him earlier. He's had some great ones. Andy Kaufman has had some great ones. 46 against Wisconsin, Milwaukee. So Keaton tied that number, but at Purdue, and Purdue is number 4 in the country, Dave Downey hit 53 at Indiana. And that obviously, the point total at Indiana, obviously hell of a performance with no 3-point line. But in the modern day era, Keaton Wagler, I tip my hat to you, young fella. You did a heck of a job yesterday. I mean, that was and he looked like he wasn't even tired. This kid is supremely conditioned, very efficient with his movements. He doesn't waste a lot of movement. He had traits of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander yesterday in the way that he was seeking out the matchup that he wanted, the patience that he was utilizing. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wishes he could shoot threes the way that Keaton Wagler does. Now, Shai does a lot of other things that Keaton may end up getting into his game because I just think Keaton, he'll get stronger as he gets older. But the calmness, the coolness, the decision-making, the shot-making, guys, that was next level. And, I'm just really, really happy for these guys. He set a Mackey Arena record for a visiting player, most points visiting player. Scored the most points by an Illini in a road game versus a top 5 team since 2010, 2011. So, he broke the record. He broke Terrence Shannon's record for 9 made threes. I can't say enough about the performance. I can't say enough about the Illini. I said this early in the year when I saw their talent. I said this could be Brad's most talented team. I didn't say it was his best team. I thought it could be his most talented team, and I think they're starting to show that. Guys, this game was something else because Stojakovic had 5 points. Now, Merkovich played his butt off because he defended, he boarded, 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists, and his defense was underrated. He balled out. Tomislav Ivicic, 7 points, 8 rebounds, but 2 huge threes, right? Jake Davis had 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Hummerkaus knocks down 2 threes. Big Z, 4 points, 2 rebounds. So it wasn't his game. It wasn't Big Z's game. It was his brother's game, right? But the fact that these guys, obviously Keaton just had an otherworldly game, so there wasn't a whole lot to go around. But the threes by Davis, the 2 threes by Ivicic, and the 3 by Merkovich down the stretch, these guys have something this year. We'll see what it is, moving forward, because Let me see. I looked this up last night. Let me look up their remaining schedule. Because I believe they've got Michigan State. Let's see. Let me not guess here. Let me be. Let's see. The fact that they're really rolling right now is something else. Okay, so they got to go to Lincoln, Nebraska, a week from today, I believe. I think that's a week. Isn't that a week from today? Yeah, week from today. They got to go to Nebraska, so I'll definitely be watching that game. Then they host Northwestern at home. They got to go to Michigan State February 7th. Then they host Wisconsin at home, host Indiana at home. Then they've got the road swing out west. They've got to go to Southern Cal and UCLA. Then they host Michigan. They host Oregon. Then they finish at Maryland. So still some really good tests left for the Illini. At Nebraska, obviously, will have a bearing on who wins the Big Ten title. At East Lansing, I mean, they've got some great tests left, guys. I'm not as much worried about Washington, Northwestern. Wisconsin's going to be a good test at home. Indiana at home, I don't think they have the size to match up with Illinois. I think they're undersized. I think Illinois will bludgeon them on the glass like Illinois bludgeoned Purdue on the glass. I think they had a 33-19 advantage on the glass. So when you can shoot the threes, you hit the glass like that, and you're the tallest team in college basketball, and you've got a kid that can drop 40 on you. And when Bam comes back, I think Bam could be in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. It might hurt his chances based on these. What's he gonna? It looks like he might miss 7 or 8 games possibly. So that would hurt his standing, but he was definitely one of the best defenders in the Big Ten Conference. So this combination, they knocked down a school tying or a program record tying 18 threes yesterday. The Illini have made 10 threes in 6 straight games. That's pretty good. So when you shoot the three like that, you hit the glass like they've hit 9 straight games. Where are the rebounding numbers? Oh, Illinois out-rebounded Purdue 33-19, including a 13-3 edge on the offensive glass. Illinois has out-rebounded 18 of 20 opponents this season with a 16-2 record in those contests. You know, this is a hallmark of Brad's teams, and wherever he's coached, his teams are elite on the glass. And so you got the tallest team in the country, your best rebounding team in the country. There might be 2, but they're best rebounding team in the country. You're knocking down 10 threes a game. You've got a kid that, you know, in Keaton Wagler that just hit 46. Stojakovic is a 30. He can hit 30 at any time. Big Z, Ivicic, has been dominant in games. We've seen Tomislav. He was big yesterday in the second half. Merkovich is a baller. They're loaded, guys. They have a chance to really do some special things this year. I'm going to enjoy watching them and pulling for them and not have to be act like I'm down the middle, you know, when talking about them and calling their games, because it's not easy to do. But I'm enjoying being on this side of it, as opposed to having to act like I'm not pulling for the Illini, because I got paid to do that. I was good at doing it, but now I don't have to do that. Thank you, Gary. It's easy, man. I mean, you know, guys, contrary to popular belief, and I don't know that Brad even knows this, I'm a fan of Underwood's. I don't think the staff knows that, and it's okay. It is what it is. He's got a job to do. He's not worried about what the hell I think. But it's fun being on this side of it. What's up, Uncle Phil? Wagler went off, and I think he took it. Bad shot every time else. Okay, wait a minute. He took it a bad shot. Everything else is in rhythm. Maybe that's a typo there. Oh, okay. I see it. I see the other one. Maybe took one bad shot. I mean, Uncle Phil, think about this. When Brad Underwood understands the scenario, he understands how Purdue wants to guard. And see, I'm sitting here thinking, why isn't Purdue making an adjustment? Well, if they do and they start to double team Wagler, that's exactly what Illinois wants, because now you're in rotation and they've got the 3-point shooters to kill you, right? And I'm thinking like, okay, Wagler's got 27. Damn, Wagler's got 30. Oh, wow, Wagler's got 32. They're going to do something different, right? They couldn't. Because, again, all Illinois wants you to do is get two to the basketball. That means they want two defenders on the ball. Because once they have two defenders on the ball, they get it out of that double team, it's a wrap. They're going to find an open player or a drive or a 3-point shot. And Purdue doesn't want to be in rotation defensively. So Illinois had a perfect combination yesterday. They had a hot point guard who, they said, bring us home, young fella. And boy, did he, right? So, guys, that was the best individual performance of an Illinois player in the modern day history. I mean, Dave Downey was a beast. 53 points on the road at Indiana without a 3-point line. You know how hard that is, guys, right? So we're going to give Dave his love, but we also got to give Keaton his love. In the modern day era, that was the best performance of an Illinois player ever. That was outstanding. Out freaking standing. What's up, Roland? Good to see you, brother. Marching to Indy. I mean, they definitely got the talent. They've got the makeup. There's no doubt. But we've been saying that for the last few years with Brad's teams, right? Like these teams are built for March. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Expert 1871. What's going on? The Illinois Illini team has so much depth. It's so fun to watch this team. On any given night, you can see and I think, guys, when you have a team like this, and there's so much talent on the team, Brad and his staff have done something very special, because there's going to be jealousy that creeps in. It's natural. Guys want team success. There's no doubt. But in today's era of college basketball, I think we all can agree that these kids want individual success, because the more individual success they have, the more money they can command in the marketplace. But the fact that Big Z, it wasn't his day. He didn't play as much, and to see his brother have the game that he had, that's something special, guys. There's a special component, and it's besides their talent. There's something. These guys they're all pulling for each other in a very special way, and it's it's good to see. I hope it lasts. That will be tested, as it should be, because you want them to be tested. You want them to bump their head a little bit. Will they go undefeated the rest of the way? Probably not. I don't expect that. If they do, it'd be wonderful. But do I expect them to run the table? No. And that's okay. That's why you play in a conference like the Big Ten. Even though the Big Ten has had a drought in terms of national champions, you want a conference that's going to test you. And we just went over their schedule. They're going to have some tests, right? At Nebraska, that's going to be a fun game. At Nebraska, and Illinois they'll have a taste of revenge in their mouth, because I believe that was the last game they lost. Yeah, December 13th at home, Nebraska. That was the last game they lost. So I don't think Washington has the talent. Hans Steinbach is a very talented big. He will. I think he's a first round pick. He's talented. Zoom Diallo, he's got skill, but I don't think Washington will really push Illinois, especially in Champaign. But that at Nebraska game, that's a great test. At Michigan State, great test. Wisconsin at home, great test. The Badgers are playing better. Then they go on the road to L.A. Here's the thing, guys. Purdue stubbed their toe out in L.A. And I remember this when we were playing it. I think it was my sophomore year. Yeah, it was my sophomore year. And we went to Tucson. And we played Arizona. They had Kenny Lofton, Steve Kerr, Judd Buechler, Anthony Cook. Was Luke Walton on that team? So I'm missing another pro. Oh, who was the other kid? Something McMillan. And he was a pro. They had pros, man. And so we leave Champaign, and the weather was like it is now in the Midwest. And we go down to Tucson, it's 80, 85. Co-eds walking with hardly anything on. And so you got to be really careful when you make this West Coast swing if you're the Illini. Because it's frigid in Champaign, and you go out to LA, man, and it's sunny, and you're walking around the Westwood campus. They got to be very focused. You got to be very careful because Purdue stubbed their toe out there. And all right, UCLA is a good team. They're not a great team, but they're a good team. So those would be really good tests. Oregon at home, I don't think would be a test. Obviously, Michigan at home will be that might decide the Big Ten champion. That game, circle it, February 27th, the return of Marez Johnson and Michigan Wolverines in Champaign. That's going to be fun to watch. That's going to be something. Let's see. What's up, Chuck? Good to see you too, partner. Yes. Yeah, Chuck, I look, I said this. I was on with WDWS, one of the first radio interviews I've done. When I saw Bam go down with the injury, I said, oh, this could be like our team. Why did I say that? We were playing Georgia Tech on Super Bowl Sunday, I believe it was. If we win the game, we become number one in the country. Went to overtime, won the game. Kendall Gill breaks his foot. So we had highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows. When you see a teammate go down like that, man, and he's in tears, we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know if he would even come back. And he missed 8 games. We went 4-4 in those games. But once he came back, we didn't lose again until the Final Four. This team, this could be a blessing in disguise. Lee and what's the young man's name? I always get this young man's name mixed up. Hold on. I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, where is it? Oh, Petrovic. My Petrovic. Okay, he got in a little bit yesterday. Brad didn't like his minutes and yanked him immediately. Petrovic and Lee, I think, will benefit the most out of this time. Brandon Lee didn't get a lot of time. I think he'll get more time moving forward. But I think it's a blessing in disguise, guys. Bam won't lose his conditioning. He'll be fine. He'll come back and he'll be as aggressive as ever. And once he comes back, they get their elite defender back. I mean, do they, when you're looking at a team that can win a national championship, you need at least 2 pros. Does Illinois have that? Check. Do they have elite guard play? Check. Do they have depth? Check. Do they have size? They're the tallest team in the country. Check. Now, and I'm being honest with you guys. The only thing that I'm a little concerned about at that time is Brad's ability to make adjustments in those key situations. That's the only thing that is That remains to be seen. Okay? And I'm being honest. And I'm pulling for him. I'm not, this is no hate, guys. I'm not working for any networks. This is me. Right? I'm pulling for Illinois. You think I wouldn't be happy if they got to bring a national championship back to Champaign? Shit, I'd be happy as anybody else. But I'm giving you guys something to think about. That's all. That's it. Well, Chuck, here's the thing. Because what happens is we get Big Ten centric. When we're Illini fans, Big Ten fans, we get Big Ten centric, okay? This is the best freshman class that we've seen in maybe 15 or 20 years, if not longer. This freshman class is unbelievable. So I don't know that it's necessarily a knock that they're calling him one of the two best freshmen in the country, because I don't know if he's one of the two best freshmen in the country, guys. I know we just saw the best performance of an Illini player in the modern day, but guys, I'm telling you, this freshman class, have you guys seen Darren Peterson at Kansas? He's the truth. AJ DeBonsa, the kid at Houston. So no knock on Keaton. But I'm giving you guys a holistic view because, again, we get so Big Ten centric and we put so much emphasis on what's happening in the Big Ten that we try to extrapolate it nationally. But I want you guys to pay attention to what's going on nationally. There's some otherworldly freshmen out there right now. I'm not taking nothing away from Keaton. I'm not. He just put himself in there, but I don't know. He's definitely one of the best in the country. There's no doubt about it. So let's just put it like that. He's one of the best players in the country. And let's just keep it at that. David, thank you. No. David, I'm sorry. Luke Walton was on he was against Darren and those guys, not me. I don't know why I thought Luke Walton. Judd Buechler, and there was another, Craig McMillan. That's it. Craig McMillan. I got to hurry up because I got to get on this call here in about 10 minutes. Let me get through here. Let me see what you guys are talking about. It would be something, wouldn't it? That would be a great statement. You're right. And listen, guys, Braden Smith had 27 and 11. Like, Braden Smith was balling. But guys, Keaton Wagler, it's his day, man. It was his day. And guys, look, when I say that, I'm not hating on Brad. I'm just a historian. I remember the Loyola game in the tournament. I remember the Houston game in the tournament. And what happens is I'm putting more weight than I should on Brad's totality, right? But it's human nature. It's hard to get those images out of your head. So that's all. But I'm pulling for him. I hope this is the year that they do it all. Seriously. Because they've got a team this year. I would agree with you, Uncle Phil. I would agree with that. He has done a better job. And guys, we got to give him credit, man. From what Brad Underwood, the way that he coached coming into Illinois to the way that he coaches now, I don't know that I've seen another coach keep his principles, but make adjustments to make his program and his team better. I'm not sure that I've seen another coach really do it like that. I'm struggling to find the words, guys, because I'm not used to talking like this all the time. I'm used to being at the beach like I was yesterday during the game. But I hope to see this down the stretch. Oh, I think this is going to be fantastic. Because I didn't necessarily like the way that the rumors that were coming out about Morez Johnson and why he left Illinois and went to Michigan. I didn't like the way that what I heard, the feedback and the information that I received. I didn't like the way that happened. And so the fact that Morez Johnson was a fan favorite of the Illini fan base, and he's coming back again with one of the most hated programs for Illini fans. It's you couldn't draw this up any better. You really couldn't draw this up any better. And it would be cool if they were to get Darren Williams and Jalen Rose on the call. That would just be so fantastic, right? To have a Michigan guy and an Illinois guy on that call and have Kevin Kugler, who to me is the most underrated play-by-play person in the business. He's one of the best football analysts. He's definitely one of the best basketball analysts. Play-by-play guys. Put Kevin Kugler on any game that I watch. Football, basketball, baseball, I don't give a damn. I like him the most. And so put Kevin Kugler with anybody else. I don't give a damn who it is. That's who we want to see. Let me see what network this game is on. That's what I want to see. Kevin Kugler and bring Lucas Johnson and I don't know, anybody. Let me see who's got that game. Oh, Fox has that game. So that would probably be Gus Johnson and Raph, or it could be Gus and Jimmy Jackson, possibly. We'll see who they put on the game. It could be Hummel. We'll see. But that'll be fantastic to watch, man. I'm really looking forward to that one. Uncle Phil, how are they paper tigers when they won 6 straight games by 40 points or more? Michigan's rough, guys. The funny thing is that these coaches are building these programs that are very similar. Michigan's huge. It's hard to score against them. With Morez Johnson, Mara, and then, you throw in Yaxelberg, you throw in Will Cheddar, who plays as hard as anybody in college basketball. Michigan's rough. I mean, the kid, Trey McKinney's I think it was a McDonald's All-American, and he came in and made some plays yesterday. Was that Friday night against Ohio State? Michigan, oh no, they're no paper tiger, man. Michigan is legit. The top of the Big Ten is legit. Now, the depth of the conference isn't there like it's been in years past, but you're talking about Nebraska, Michigan, Michigan State, Illinois, Purdue, and Wisconsin. And I'm putting Wisconsin in that, in that upper echelon based on their win versus Michigan. No, man, there's no paper tigers in that group, in my opinion. Should I share this? Okay. Here's what I heard. I heard that there was a number that they started the negotiation with. And what happened is, this is all I heard. I'm not giving you my sources, but this is what I heard. There was one price, okay, that Morez's people and Illinois' people were working with. Morez comes back and gets more information. So then the number comes back and changes. Okay, so it was here, but now it's here. And I think that Brad got frustrated. I think he was disappointed. I think the Illinois staff and the Illinois people were disappointed in the way the negotiations shifted based on additional information. And I don't think it wasn't an amicable break. I think there was some animosity there. Now, they did a good job of keeping it out of the public eye, but I think there was some animosity there. And the fact that Morez Johnson is having the year that he's having, adds to the intrigue of the whole thing. So I'll leave you guys with that, because I don't want to say too much, because I don't, people will watch this, media members will watch this and try to, take an angle and run with it or whatever. That's what I heard. And I could be wrong, okay? But that's what I heard. And so, man, it's the nature of college basketball now, right? It's business. The loyalty piece, there's really no loyalty there because the coaches were never loyal. So why would the players have to be loyal? The coaches get up and leave anytime they wanted to. But now that the players have that same opportunity, people are still getting used to the players having this level of freedom. Man, dang, I got all these people on here. I want to get to all your comments and everything. My man M. Brotz. What's going on? Good to see you. This is one of the tribe members right here. M. Brot's been rocking with me from day one. Good for you, man. 9 in a row, headed for 10 right now. I'm in 206 and they will hear me. That's right, bro. Good for you, brother. I hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you on here. All right. Dang, guys, I got to get on this 9 a.m. Central Standard Time call. Thank you, guys. I'll come back. I'll be coming back a lot more consistently because we'll talk. I'll stay heavy Illini. I'll talk a little bit of Big Ten and a little bit of national, but I'm excited for this Illinois team. I'm excited for Brad. And I'm excited for the Illinois fan base. Guys, I'm going to leave you with this. Understand that you're watching the golden era of the Illinois basketball program right now. I've been saying that for a few years. Our program has not been this consistent at this high of level consistently this long that I can remember. And I played for Lou. I covered Bill Self's teams. I covered Brad's teams. I covered Lon Kruger's teams. I've been associated with the program for 40 years. This is the golden era of Illinois basketball. So really, really enjoy this. Watch every game. Don't overlook the Washingtons, the Indianas, USCs. Watch those games. Root for your program because this is it, guys. This is the golden era. Okay, so enjoy it. Enjoy the run while it lasts. All right, I'll come back to you guys sometime this week. I'll start to get it. I'll try to get a consistent schedule, but it's damn hard because you know where I'm going after this. After this interview, I got to get on. I'm going right back to the beach because it's supposed to be 90 degrees today. All right. I'm wishing you all warmth, love, peace, and prosperity. Until next time, holla, y'all.